Hi, everyone, and welcome to Play on K, the Korean drama podcast with Emily
and Raquel.
This is the show where we take a K drama, we watch it 2 episodes at a time, and then we get together here every week to talk about it.
Yes, this week we watched episodes, 7 and 8, is that right?
Yeah.
Nice, of happiness. Wow. We just went on a journey together.
This is so beautiful. We are cruising. We're cruising towards the end. We're over the halfway mark.
Yeah, it feels like it too. Like it's interesting how this show is paced. Because at the end of like every, double episode that we do, like 2 episodes that we do, something happens. Like last time, I really thought that this was kind of it and it was going to be chaos from here on out because people had gotten in and people had gotten bitten. And it was like, it's all downhill from here, which is crazy because we're only halfway through. But they always bring it back and calm it down again.
Yeah, like really fast they calmed it down.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would call it a hot take. It feels like maybe we're using that too liberally if we call this a hot take. But I have one note before we get into the meat of it.
Mm-hmm.
It is, why is everybody wearing their vests? Why does Supermarket Girl wear her vest? Why do all the cleaners wear their vests? Why does the cleaning Ajima wear her vest? I just don't get it. Like, you got t-shirts, and I get that they're like, you don't have clothes to change into. It kind of sucks that, people like Sebum are just plowing through their closets.
Yeah.
And not sharing any of that.
I'm assuming that prior to the shutdown, they had laundry services. Maybe that's an incorrect, or like their own washers and dryers.
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sebum and Yihyun are changing every day, which makes sense. A decent amount of clothes to go through. But there's some characters that wear the same outfits every single day.
And
up to and including their work vests.
Yeah, no one has like shared. Or like you said, because the people who are wearing the same thing every day are not residents of, like, they're not living in their own apartments. That said, the vests is weird. The work vests, it does feel like you've reached the point. Like, I'm pretty sure that the grocery store cashier, whose name I've forgotten,
I just call her Grocery Girl.
Lee Boram. She is wearing her name tag, not just her vest, her whole ass name tag. She's like, can't lose this.
Can't lose this. Better not ever take it off.
Don't set it aside. I mean, if she's like me, fair. Put it down and never see it again.
But what does it matter? Because I think that's the thing, is they clearly don't take the vests off. Because at the point where you have to put it back on, you'd be like, what's the point?
Yeah.
Why am I putting this on? And you wouldn't. You just would. So clearly they're just not taking their vests off ever.
Yeah, they're just living in their vests at all times.
It's so weird to me. I don't know.
Weird. I hadn't thought about it. That is such a good call out, though. That, like, it's kind of that immersion breaking where it's like, I feel like I would have taken off my vest by now.
Right? It's sort of immersion breaking, but I do think it is supposed to reinforce the differences between the haves and the have-nots. There's now 3 tiers of people, where there's the owners, the renters, and then the super poor, the vests, if you will. They don't even live here. They don't even go here. They're the vests in 201.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I get it, but it's weird.
I mean, and that was like the top of episode 8 was the vests in 201 being like, can we live not at like ground zero? Mm-hmm. And everyone who has money saying, no, boo, you're poor.
It's hard because they were 3 days out. And so I see I don't know. I always want to give grace to our main characters for being like, we're not really going to go hard on this when there's only a couple more days in the lockdown. But it
Yeah.
feels like once that point passes, someone really has to step up and be an actual business or building rep and be
Yeah.
like, "Hey, we really have to figure this out. Like, I don't care about what happens after the shutdown is lifted, but during the shutdown, one family has all of the food and water,
Yeah.
and they're holding it hostage so that they can get better living circumstances. And I think we can make a deal. I think
Yeah.
we can figure this out."
That feels fair to the extent that everyone is going a really dark direction with how they're handling the situation, and like we can make this a better situation for everyone by just talking it out.
Yeah. Do you have any hot takes or any thoughts overall?
No, I mean, my hottest take that is just kind of off the top of my head is that I continue to not be that put off by Han Tae-seok. I am not as put off by Han Tae-seok as our main characters, especially Jung Yi-hyun. Like, hates his guts. And he does some stuff that I thought was stupid during these episodes. I thought it was so dumb not to just be like, can I get a vial of blood? It's important for the cure. Because there's nothing about how Yoon Sebom has been functioning that made that seem like something she wouldn't be willing to give. Um, she's kind of a problem, but she's mostly just like curious and kind of aggressive. She's not a problem in the sense that she would say, "No, my precious blood," and like
Right?
not offer it up as a potential cure that they're studying. It just feels really, really weird that he tried to fully fucking kidnap her.
Well, I got the impression he really wanted the zombie to bite her, and he kind of chickened out once it actually was happening.
Yeah, that's true. He was like, this actually feels pretty bad. That did, I mean, I guess obviously it would have bothered me more if his weird plan to get her bitten had worked. That was pretty unethical, but I am not, I don't know. Yi Hyun hates him, and I'm kind of like, you don't have to, like, I guess if we didn't know what we know about his backstory, about him being worried about his wife and child, he would feel a lot more sinister. But I'm just not that bugged. Even when I like am bummed about what he does, I'm bummed that they shot Sung Bom.
The trainer?
Yeah. That felt like
Yeah.
it didn't have to happen. But I don't hate him for it. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that. Because it does feel easy to say they don't have the information that we have as viewers, but in the context of the show, there was COVID-19. So I do think they understand some sense of desperation to find a cure. And I think they have the wherewithal to understand that this is pretty different from COVID. Maybe even worse, we could say. We try and not play the Pain Olympics, but I think the zombie disease is worse than COVID.
Yeah, that
And
like transforms people into actual violent blood drinkers.
yeah, that seems worse. So I
Mm-hmm.
think Yi-hyun could maybe take it down a notch with being like, you're really willing to do anything to find a cure? Like, there has to be someone.
Yeah. Yeah, because it is spreading pretty out of control, seemingly. And no one can get a grasp, even within this apartment building. No one can lock down people to like do the right thing, let alone on the macro scale.
I have one more hot take before we jump in. It's kind of off the dome. I just thought of it. But I think Oh Joo-hyung, our resident villain, should have been on house arrest like this whole time.
Oh, yeah. That is 100%. Honestly, they should have locked him in another building. They should
That's
not
such a good idea.
have given him access to the one witness that we had to his murder, a lawyer, drugs, information about like the investigation into the murder he committed, access to the people investigating his murder.
It's wild how far that got.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll jump in. We'll circle back because he's got an arc. He
Yeah.
keeps going.
I have a panic attack every time he's on the screen. Let's play the
He's
music
so
really
good.
quick.
Play the music. First things first. We resolve the cliffhanger, which was Sebom going into the apartment of 1501. Dude's naked. Yeon is like, what's going on? And we find out nothing's going on. Literally nothing. And you were so right. He was just weirded out by Yeon. He was like, my guy, I'm getting such bad vibes from you. I really don't want to let you in.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And totally fair. Yeah.
He's great. 1501 is great. He keeps being fine. He's also just here.
Yeah.
But downstairs, so much more important. Lord of the Zombies is going after the little girl for literally no reason.
What is with that dude?
What is with that dude?
I do not understand that evil man's motivation. Like, he has not even changed, and he is trying to kill a little girl.
He's fully trying to trick her into opening the door so he can murder her.
Yeah. This dude is... I mean, he has to be an actual real-life serial killer, right? To be as bad as he is. Like, he has to actually get joy out of, like, killing people.
Like, luring them to their deaths, because he keeps doing that to multiple people.
It's crazy pants that no one has been like, what is wrong with you? Like, if anyone should have been shot by Tae-seok, it should have been that dude. And I'm saying that with the full knowledge that Joo-hyung is also in this building. Like...
He is problem number one. Yeah. And there was a dude walking around targeting people. Yeah. Like, I think you should die.
Yeah.
And we don't know why. Like, sure, he has the zombie disease, but it's not overtaking him.
Yeah. At the times that we see him, I don't know that we've ever seen him changed.
No.
We've always just seen him as a person biting people.
Normal ass dude biting people. He is my favorite character. I hate him so much.
It's just crazy because, like, even Joo-hyung has not gone after the child in the building. And this dude has been in the building for less than 10 minutes, and he has already scoped out the most vulnerable member of the pack.
Yes.
Wild.
It's because any other person with a normal brain, even if you were like, I thirst for blood, I want to kill, most people would find an apartment with a child and be like, not today. See you later, kid. Lock your door tight. Like, I'll go find someone else to target. This guy.
Wild. So crazy that King Zombie, who is not, maybe is not infected, maybe is just a murderer. He is opportunistically biting people. Maybe that is why the brother of the comic book artist hasn't changed, is because he got bitten by someone who wasn't infected and just wants to bite people.
Oh, that's such a good theory. Somebody has to find that guy and kill him.
Yeah.
He's not okay.
No.
Because, I mean, at the end of the scene, Yehyun and Sebom sneak up on him and they're like, hey, what's going on? And he's like, nothing. See you later. And he just leaves.
He just goes. They're like, yeah, he just peacefully left the building when we told him that he couldn't bite our child.
Sorry? That's all it takes to stop this apocalypse
Yeah.
is just no, that guy fully is not infected. You're so right. He's just a freak.
Yeah,
Oh,
wild. Um, Speaking of people who have an interesting relationship with the infection and infected, Andrew is such just a little mystery wrapped in an enigma, am I right?
I love him.
Me too. I'm a big fan of Andrew. I don't know what his deal is that infected people ran up onto the roof and he said, exits that way. Broke the lock
Exit
for
through the
them.
gift shop. I
Yeah.
got you. Hold on. Let me just get this door for you. Sorry. I feel like you were a big fan of Andrew from the start.
Mhm.
And he's definitely been a slow burn for me. I like him more and more as the mystery grows of what's he just doing? Why is he just watching?
Yeah, I mean, he was very suspicious at the beginning. My favorite part about him was something that is not even confirmed definitively, and it was like what endeared him to me is he's neurodivergent. They were like he's autistic, and I was like, I mean, that's a point in the green flag range for me. Doesn't mean he has to be a good person, but it's not a red flag.
It seems to
So,
be going well so far.
yeah.
And
I Go
sorry, go
ahead.
ahead. I feel like I like his mystery scenes and the stuff that you're like, what is going on with him? But fully sold when he gave the Ajima an apple and was
Yeah.
like, be careful, be really careful. It's like, oh, Andrew, you're gonna walk her to her door?
Yeah.
You cutie patootie.
Yeah, he's like, where are you gonna go? Everyone's so mean. Just be safe.
Somebody take care of Andrew, but also, can Andrew join the team of taking care of other people?
Yeah.
Apparently he has to, because the only two people actively trying to take care of everybody are about to be jailed.
Yeah, he's gonna have to go take care of So Yoon. Or someone. Either him or the comic book artist, Hyun Kyung, will need to go take care of her, because apparently the people who are taking care of her are about to be thrown out into the streets.
Maybe? I can't tell how far gone. Cop number 3, whose name is Jungkook. So, should have remembered that from the start. Pretty easy one. If you're in the army, as I am. I'm pretty sure that's how we say it.
In the army.
I'm enlisted. I'm a service member. And
I'm a veteran.
Jungkook is I don't know if he's so far gone that he's like, let's throw them outside, or if he'd be like, let's lock them in the basement with the other confirmed zombie. And I don't know which one's worse. Like, he thinks Sebum is infected, but it does seem a little crazy to be like, we're gonna lock up a confirmed or almost confirmed infected person with 2 other pretty sure infected people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty wild. I don't know. It's the religious thing that he's doing that is creeping me out the most. That is always what gets me is when people like succumb to like zealot status cult like obsession with I have to keep myself safe and pure, and so I'm willing to sacrifice my humanity. God said I could, and that is actually the part so far that I found the most troubling is him like descending into religion as his excuse to stop caring about people because he's just so scared. Like he has a reason. They didn't pull it out of nowhere. And they, these 2 episodes specifically were very character building for him, where he's not just the background good guy that is doing good guy shit. Like he too has complication, and it scares me. It scares me.
Fair. It was a really, really good slow reveal over these 2 episodes where you see him get more and more scared and more skittish. And I really liked, as always, Yi-hyun's compassion, where he does have really strong moments of being like, I don't agree with the cult thing either, but my partner is experiencing psychological trauma and he needs something to ground him. And he's like totally on board with it. It's really, really nice, except that he's on board with, a cult leader accepting his partner into a cult. So it's like, not optimal, but it's really nice that he's understanding of it, at least.
Yeah.
I'm just fascinated by the premise of the cross scaring off the zombies. I really need them to explain that.
I've been thinking about that too. I'm wondering if it's something about the specific type of metal his cross is made out of.
Oh, you think it's like a vampire situation? Or is that werewolves? Werewolves
I think
are
it's
silver?
werewolves. Yeah, I can't do silver. But I'm wondering if it's like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like how you can use copper IUDs as birth control and they're non-hormonal. It's specifically like the copper that is able to, stop the pregnancy from happening. That was the most comprehensive explanation anyone's ever given about how copper IUDs work.
You're like a doctor now.
Give me my honorary doctorate. But yeah, it is one of those like, or I am wondering if it's something like that, and there will be some kind of callback in the cure that they find, or something that they're able to be like, yeah, this, copper cross or whatever kind of metal it is specifically reacts to the virus, like, reacts to it somehow, knows that it would be harmful. It can penetrate the blood-brain barrier. I don't know.
No, I was thinking the same lines. Like, I didn't go the IUD route. Didn't think of that. But I went the same route of, like, maybe he's got antibodies. But I think mine was very quickly disproven because somebody got Sebum pretty early on, and she has antibodies. She's got the antibody, apparently.
Yeah.
So I was like, maybe he's got the antibody, and the, infection inside of them doesn't want to be cured, so they're not going to bite this guy. I think yours is stronger. Yours is standing up.
Yeah. There's got to be something to it. And it also makes me wonder if there's something about Andrew that, like,
Just
something
covered in IUDs.
He's just covered in little copper crosses, little copper IUDs. No, but yeah, like, because maybe by the time they got up to the top of the roof or whatever, they were normal again, and that's why he was like, walk away, and they were like, okay, which is fine. There was just so much. He wouldn't have necessarily said that, but it just felt like one of those moments where they were hinting at something going on, that he has some kind of something that made him not a target to them.
Oh, 100%. Because they hinted that, and like you said, he's the one that says, I broke the lock.
Yes.
So he had time to walk over and open that door. He was not under duress.
Yeah. So there's got to be something, and I do wonder if it is somehow tied to the cross as well, where, like, he has some of that kind of metal on him. Or, like, maybe they said he, like, got in an accident and his face is all messed up. I have a bunch of metal in my face, too, from my jaw surgery. Maybe he has, like, that same kind of metal, like, in his face or something. Who's to say? Not me.
I'm so
I don't
excited about these theories. It's gonna be such a cool reveal. He's gonna look like Huntrix from the K-pop Demon Hunters with all the copper veins in his face.
Yes, that's gonna be fucking cool.
It's gonna be really fucking cool.
And then he'll seal the Han Moon.
Yes! Andrew, yes. We love it. Yes, let's get to Hante-sok because he appears. He's in the apartment complex. Suddenly, hi. He's here. He's shooting a gun.
I did not see that coming. That was what a twist that he walks in and immediately does a murder.
Yeah. Because there's a few twists in these episodes, and some of them are so strong. Some of them, like them being like, the lockdown is extended. I feel like all of us were like, yeah. Everyone was getting too excited about getting out of here.
Yeah.
Not gonna be lifted. But Hante-sok appearing, that's a good one. That's a solid, not on my bingo card.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't see it coming, and also didn't see the entirety of how it all played out with him trying to do a kidnapping. That was a pretty big surprise.
Because he frames it so well as him trying to help the girl, and everyone can see right through it. They're like, we know you're not here just to take her to her parents. That would make you probably a good guy.
Yeah. You don't have time for that in your busy, morally gray schedule.
Which is to say, I feel like he could have sold it if he had said, guys, things are looking bad outside. This might be the last time she can see her parents. I need her and Sebom to come with me. Like, if he had gotten really into the lie,
yeah,
he might have sold it.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think he's too good a person. He's not gonna freak out this little girl by being like, your parents are dying. He's pretty consistently, like, we see him with Sebom's partner later, and we see him with the novelist and her brother, and he's pretty consistently like, your family's fine, don't worry about them. Like, that's always his answer. Yeah. He doesn't cause panic.
Yeah, he keeps everything pretty level when he can, and then uses his panic cards strategically. Yeah, I was also surprised that he escorted Hyun Kyung back into the building, in the sense that he usually is kind of the shoot first, ask questions later type of guy. So the fact that he wasn't like, that she's not either dead or locked out is surprising.
Yeah, who's Hyun Kyung?
Sorry, she's the comic book artist.
Okay, I think she's a writer. I want to say
she did call herself an author. I've just decided, like, she might be an author and an artist, or she might just be an author, I assume, of comic books.
Oh.
I don't know. I just assume it because she has the pictures up in her apartment.
But in the scene when she's downstairs with her brother, she's like, I'm trying to write here.
Yeah.
And someone's like, what's your best work? And she names something, but we don't know if that's like a comic or a novel.
Yeah.
So it's interchangeable. But yes, he makes sure she got back inside when she was running through the parking lot trying to avoid the trainer, who was not a zombie at the time. So that was a rough one.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm not a zombie. I'm okay. I'm just going to chase you through the hallway.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh, Betty, you don't seem well.
Yeah, that was tough. The whole thing that happened with him, and then what happened with her brother, and then Tae-suk coming in and talking about how people, like, the infected actually are capable of resisting it and controlling it. And then going all the way back to the first couple of episodes with Min-ji, the wife who was killed, and how she fully controlled it. She had immaculate control over herself, but technically was the one most running on pure instinct, which is weird, because, like, her brain had been crushed. It's just very, very interesting to, like, think about how this might work out with people's ability to control it. I'm wondering if Yi-hyun saying I would be able to control it truly is, like, foreshadowing. But it does make you feel a little bit less bad about Sungbum getting shot and killed, because if that was true and he was just being manipulated, like he could have controlled it, but he was just like, I don't want to, so let me out of here. I don't know. It makes me like question everyone who's been infected up to this point, from King Zombie, who is fucking psychotic.
Who's not infected.
Yeah, who's not even infected. He's just a bad person. He's just an absolute monster. Like, to the brother, who actually it is like a major concern for him. Like, some
Mm-hmm.
people are ashamed that they've given in, but clearly, like, they're doing it. But they don't like go and knock on the door when they're healthy and say, let me in, let me in. They're like, oh no, and they go find somewhere else to be.
Yeah.
But like Sebum, or sorry, that's one of our main characters, Sungbum, had no interest in like owning up to it or controlling it.
I feel
That
like he was trying.
Yeah, it's tough because I liked him. I didn't dislike him, rather. Like, I felt very similar to him that our like main characters seem to, which was he's somewhat reasonable. He's just kind of a pain in the ass.
I felt like he got the short stick. I feel like he really got very unlucky by being caught so fast and
Yeah.
being like, I'm not gonna turn, I can be in control of this. And then being interrogated and locked up for like 4 days straight with seemingly very little food and water. And then being like, keep controlling it, stop, don't be a zombie, because we think you're
Yeah.
a zombie and you got to prove that you're not. And he's like, how long do I have to like starve in this tiny room before we agree that I'm okay?
Yeah.
And there was no end in sight for him. They were like, we're just gonna torture you until you become a zombie.
And then, yeah, Ju Hyung just fully pushed it over the edge. I mean, everyone
Yeah.
he encounters is so unfortunate. He's such a terrible person.
Yes. But
Um,
it seems, I think that's a really gray area of the show and the zombie lore, is them turning, because it feels very unfair to propose it as a control issue when we've seen pretty much everybody that's gotten bitten succumb and at some point try and kill somebody. It just feels, I don't, like a gray area that I'm fine with, and I'm fine to not overanalyze it and be like, well, the security guard's just a weak-willed person, and that's why he immediately turned into a zombie and started killing people. It's like, that feels unfair. I don't.
yeah, I do wonder, yeah, like what Taesuk meant about that, though, where I'm like, I don't know. I am overanalyzing it because I love the lore of how the zombie virus works so much in this type of media, where I'm so latched onto it that I'm like, so they can control it. We've seen exactly one person successfully control it, to the extent that she was fully turned and she had one target in mind. But then other people who are not turned at all, trying to do murders. So honestly, I am curious how they play it, where it's like maybe a very specific quality that a person can have, that like maybe Andrew is a zombie. Maybe Andrew's head,
Mm.
and that's why he wears his glasses to cover up his eyes, and he's been a zombie the whole time with immaculate self-control.
That's a good guess, because that's what we've gotten so far. Is, I'm sure they're gonna say it's 100 different things, right? Because that's humans. That's human bodies. Biology is so many factors working together. They can't just pin it on a little bit of self-control. But yeah, it's a fascinating aspect to throw in. I do also want to say, you've been guessing the whole time that Yi-hyun is going to get bitten, and he still might. That's totally valid and fair as a prediction, but I do love that these episodes kind of spun it back around and we're like, no, we've had a main character who's been infected from day one.
Yeah.
Did you guys get comfortable? Did you guys forget? Because she could turn at any minute. And I was
She's
like,
still
"Could she?"
danger zone.
I'm sorry, what?
What do you
I
mean?
thought she was cleared.
Yeah.
I thought she was magic.
Yeah, I thought that we just kind of definitively knew that she was good to go. And I mean, even Lieutenant Badass said something similar where she was like, I've checked her blood so many times and she does not have this disease. She's come up negative consistently. And then Taeseok is like, could still happen. No one's safe. We don't know how this works. And I'm like, that's also fair. We don't know how this works. This has been a thing for a very short period of time. Most research studies take a lot longer than this drug has even been out and this virus has been a thing.
Yeah. She's in danger. Don't worry, guys. We've got a main character who's already in danger. Because we don't know how this works.
Yeah. And so, yeah, he could turn. I was so mad when I thought that Joo Hyung was going to win and be the reason that Yi Hyun got infected. That was killing me.
Bro, when they drink the freaking bottles.
Yes, because I just don't want him to win, is the thing. If Yi Hyun gets infected, I don't want it to be because Joo Hyung outplayed him.
Yeah. And so far, so good. Second best twist of these episodes was Yi-hyun being like, that's not next.
Yeah.
That is indigestion medicine, my guy.
You idiot.
I'm so excited. Thank you for this. This is a gift just to me.
Yeah.
Because I was also very worried you guys would have to throw up. Gotta say, I did laugh out loud when Joo Hyung went into the bathroom immediately after their conversation.
Right.
Apparently in the middle of their conversation, went to the bathroom to throw up.
They should have made themselves throw up in the middle of his apartment just to do so. Just to be like, clean this up.
This is for you. But it's so cool they don't have to, because Yi-hyun planned it out. He was like, I've been in the garage. I planted evidence, okay? Because I knew you were a problem.
Yeah.
Didn't know how bad. Didn't know you were going to poison the whole building. But, I just had to assume.
Yeah, glad I was on top of that. Glad I did not give you access. You were not the only person that Seung-bum talked to, so.
So good. So proud of you. Thank you, bad cop.
Yeah, I love it.
We have to talk about the grandma. Because, goddamn, that should have been my hot take. I guess it's not a hot take. It's just a turnaround. My favorite turnaround so far. Everybody else has gone full evil. Grandpa, full good.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the first time we've seen him do anything remotely kind toward his wife.
And
what
it was
a
a big one. It was a big kindness. The kindness being, she's fine. I'm going to take care of her. And then he does. He just goes home and is like, we just talked about meeting stuff and it's dumb out there. Let's just you and me hole up in here and we'll be fine together. I was like, oh, are you good?
Yeah. That was actually incredibly sweet. I did not see it coming. And now it's sad for both of them. I just want them to be okay, and their shitty son to go and do something with his life and stop being such a shit.
Yeah. It's hard because I don't know that they'll leave him an inheritance. And I'm always very sad and yet a big fan of really old couples. I don't think they're really old, but old couples like dying together. That's a huge thing in K-dramas. And I feel like they're going to do it here. And I'm going to cry just like I do every time. And it's going to be beautiful and romantic and love is real. And hopefully they leave nothing to their son. They're like, we died broke, a flat zero, my guy, and he just has to figure out life on his own.
And we took out your computer on the way out.
We actually destroyed that in our zombie rage.
Sorry.
Sorry about that. But we did leave Grocery Store Girl $6 million.
Yeah, because she rules. She's such a sweet little new daughter that they have.
They deserve each other.
Yeah.
Which is to say, that's also partially because Grandpa seems on his best behavior around new daughter. He's a different man.
She's really changed him. All he needed this whole time was a daughter to help him see the world a different way.
Oh, apparently. She's so cute. I hope she holds up with the novelist and they can be roomies.
Yeah. Yeah, they can be roomies and raise So-yoon.
Yeah, they can raise So-yoon and Ajima can join them. It was very cute that she's like, I'll just go to the basement again. Because honestly, at that point, I would have also just gone to the basement again. Like,
Yeah.
sure, there are still zombies and that's still a problem, but it seems like the whole building is pretty equally compromised.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can go stay in the room I was staying in and not be with the cleaners who are rapidly descending into madness,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
I mean, and everyone is. It's hard because they were such a problem with. I do not mind them saying we're going to charge the rich people for the food. That's fine.
Yes.
Especially after the rich people were really terrible to them.
Yeah.
It's a much more difficult sell when they start just like locking everything down from everyone. No access. Looking out for ourselves only. Where I'm
yeah,
like,
and I can't tell if it's hit that point because we did establish that Sebum and Yishan have plenty of food.
Yeah.
They're like, we actually have overstock, tons of food. And obviously 1501 is where a lot of it's coming from. He's okay. And the novelist is kind of the biggest question mark.
Yeah.
But she did them a solid, so I think they'll be okay with her. That's the biggest, like, if you cross that line, I won't forgive you.
Yeah.
But if you're just charging Ju-hyung and the building rep and the lawyer and then the two-timing, no good lawyer,
Oh my god.
then that's fine. I guess that's okay. Make your bag.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's only be eat the rich here.
Yes.
As soon as you take a turn toward and anyone who isn't already in the room with us, that's where it, I think, gets a little bit too dark.
Yeah. And I felt like they hinted at that with the Ajima, where he was like, eat your bread and clean our house.
Yeah. You should be grateful.
You should be grateful. And it's like, sorry. What? We're all on the same level, my guy.
Yeah.
Ooh, so that's not gonna go well. But it's fine. She got out. She'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Everyone's gonna be good. And I really want the lawyer's wife to leave him.
Yes, she needs to, because, yeah, they need to not charge her for food. Someone needs to. Okay, how do we want. What's like the ideal housing layout here?
Oh my god.
Things go bad. I think we do have to send Jungkook to live with his priest, right?
Oh, fair.
With the pastor.
But it doesn't seem like they'll let him, but they might let him live in 1102, where the zombie was. They might be like, you can stay right across the hall from us. You can't be in our space.
Yeah.
But
like,
I think they'd let him move on up.
Yeah, so he can live by himself and seek his religion.
Woo.
And then I guess Seo-yoon has to go live with. Are we saying comic book artist?
Yes.
Okay.
I think the child, the comic book novelist, the grocery store girl, and Ajima should all live in 401
and
or
the
402.
Lawyer's wife? It's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people, but it's It's a girls' party.
I mean, someone could go live with So-yoon in our main
Across the hall.
character's apartment. Yeah. Um,
Yeah,
because
and
she,
Soyoon's apartment. Like, they
yeah, yeah,
could
yeah.
all move up a floor. I don't see why Novelist would, but
So she can stay there. Someone can go live with her. The others can take care of the little girl. I think
yeah.
she and the lawyer's wife are the only ones I trust to take care of the little girl, though. So maybe,
I trust Ajima. I think
yeah,
Ajima
Ajuma.
would be as good as Jungkook was. Because
Yes,
Jungkook
that's true.
likely just sat on the couch, like, rocking himself.
Yeah, he started out pretty good and descended pretty quickly.
Yeah. So I don't think he was, like, a great caretaker. But yeah, I think girlies should be split between 401 and 501.
Yeah.
And the mistress should go live with the lawyer. That's fine. Like, those are consequences. And Joo Hyung should be limited to house arrest in his own apartment. Like,
Yeah.
just leave him where he is.
Why did anyone ever talk to him ever?
Why do we let him just roam around? I know it's probably really hard to lock down an apartment, but
Tell everyone he's suspected for murder.
yeah.
I don't.
I feel like they did a lot of times. They were like,
Yeah.
he's a murderer, and everyone was like, that's fine, shut up.
Yeah, the lawyer was like, but money. And then everyone else was like, yeah, he is. All of the rich people were like, yeah, he is one of us, so we trust him more.
Uh-huh. Even if the lawyer, like, I do think the lawyer said innocent until proven guilty, and that feels strong. But
Yeah.
you would think you could have a mini court and be like, I just want to hear what the cop has to say.
Yeah.
Why are you accusing him of murder? I'll decide for myself.
And it all should have happened before he coerced the mistress.
Right? So, is there anyone else in the building? Did we miss anyone? Because I think the 3 suspected zombies are going down in the basement.
Yeah, well, and Andrew, I think we sent to live with, like, the girlies. So
I
we
think
could.
he has to go to the basement. Or the
What
roof. He can live on the roof.
he could live on the roof. Maybe the guy on floor 15 will open his heart. 1501.
I know. I would love those two together. 1501 and Andrew would be a solid pairing.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Yeah, the good news is that Andrew is always masked up, but the bad news is I don't think they've endeared themselves to each other, so.
Yeah. Pretty hard to do when you're so deeply neurodivergent. Like, somebody has to make that connection for them.
Do we think that 1501 will become like a hero by the end? Do you think he's going to be... I don't know what his role is going to be, is why I'm asking. He confuses me.
Because in a way, he already is.
Yeah.
He's the only one with food and water, and he is giving it away. He's not like, this could go on for years. I'm gonna keep my stuff for me. So he kind of already is a hero, but also, like, what do we mean by hero? I don't know. I feel like, yes, because I want him and Andrew to end up as heroes.
Yeah.
But they've done so well so far that I trust the process, and I'm like, I think those two are gonna have solid endings that I'm happy with. There's gonna be plot twists, there's gonna be heroic moments, but I don't think they'll end in any sort of main role.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm just looking at the cast list all the time, wondering how it's going to play out. This is such a good show.
Oh, I'm looking something up. I got distracted. My bad. But 1501 was in Love Next Door.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to this because he's deep in the lore. Oh, so new. It's like I recognize him, but only vaguely. You would recognize him. We'll circle back in the bonus episode and you can tell me who he is. Who's that guy?
Who's that guy?
Who's that guy? Who's that face? Let's see. God, I feel like we covered pretty much everything.
Yeah, if you don't have any other notes, I'm trying to think if there's oh, we didn't talk about, at least not in specifics, about how the development of the cure is going okay, but the second round, the CEOs, the rich, tried to fucking game the system, those stupid idiots, and they screwed themselves over.
We'll just skip over that. So thanks, guys. See you next time.
Bye.
That
yeah,
was
I mean,
crazy, Raquel. Like, he did it. Hantesak did his whole plan.
yeah.
I'm so proud of him.
Unbelievably proud of him. That the whole time he was playing the long game when he told Lieutenant Badass, like, here's what we're gonna do with this second round of drugs and how this is going. And just like say nothing about anything. Like keep it on the DL. And then when she was like, oh yeah, we threw out that whole batch. You said they injected themselves with it? And he was like, they sure did. And she was like, she was the guy with like his mind, but like the gif of the guy with his mind like blowing up.
It's such a rewarding moment to watch these rich people just try and game the system where the chairman is actively on his high horse being like, keep the pandemic going because people who have committed these murders are probably going to murder more and then start dying off, and that will be penance for all the murders they did. So let's just kind of let this roll out at this point. Let's see how it goes. And Hantesak is like, not the greatest take, but if we are having murderers pay for what they've done, I do have a good place to start. I have a suggestion.
Yeah. As it turns out, as far as murderers go, there is a ground zero here.
My guy.
Chef kiss.
It's perfect because it's not really murder. You just let him try and take the cure before everybody else had access to it.
Yeah, exactly how he would have wanted it. You let him like work himself into his own little corner, and that is so good. It feels so, that is the kind of justice that you'd love to see all of the rich and powerful come to. That is, he pulled off the most satisfying justice I have seen in a very long time.
It's hard because obviously Hantesak is not without his flaws. He did kill an innocent security guard in the process.
A complicit security guard who was there to hear all of the things that this evil CEO had to say and was still like, yep, I'm gonna do my job. Like,
it's hard times out here.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard because if I thought about him as like a soldier doing war crimes, which is kind of what he is, standing in the room knowing all of the details these evil people are talking about and being like, yeah, but I want my paycheck. So that's me. I'm here for it. Like, it makes me feel a lot less bad when I think about it in the sense of like people who are complicit in war crimes and stuff. Like really, really terrible, inhumane shit where it's like, oh, you're just doing this for a paycheck? You're bad. You're bad.
Yeah. Fair. But I still felt for him.
Yeah, it was a gruesome way to go.
It was a gruesome way to go. It's rough. But Hantesak did it. He did the thing. He went to his wife. She is somewhat human. That's cool. And We're vibing. We're cruising towards the end. I did think that the next big twist would be that everybody in the apartment turns at the same time and we need the cure pronto
Yeah.
to get them all back. But
There's one little girl with a heart condition that cannot get this illness, cannot even stub her toe.
she's not left the apartment in so many days
Yeah.
because
Since the
it's too
vote.
dangerous.
Yeah.
And, we don't have that. We don't have everybody on next, but we do have the end in sight. And that's exciting.
Yes. We've got 4 more episodes. I'm sure that they will be jam-packed with everything that stresses me out and makes me sad. I can't wait.
I want to do all 4 at once, but I've also been binging Miss Incognito. You gotta watch that, Raquel.
Is it really good?
So good.
Okay, it's on the list. Where are you streaming it?
Viki.
Okay, hell yeah.
classic.
You know I'm here for Viki.
And I was gonna say, it's so good because of the cinematography. It reminds me a lot of the movie Clue, based on the board game.
That movie.
It's so good. The cinematography is incredible, but also it's a thriller romance, which are my 2 favorite tags. And that made me remember that we almost had a kiss, Raquel.
They got so close.
We are suffering out here, you guys. Can you not just kiss? Like,
please, little
please.
kiss.
He shared his feelings.
How beautiful.
And then the 2 worst characters interrupted. Not even just like side cop. It had to be the 2 villains.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
Yeah. Like, we couldn't even have, like, I mean, they wouldn't make her a bad guy like this, but, like, So-yoon walk in and be like, hey, what are you guys doing?
Right? They already made her a hero in the last episode where Yi-hyun was going to run straight up to the roof and he got stopped by her, even though she's never left the apartment. She did leave the apartment to be like, what's going on? And Yi-hyun had to stop and be like, nothing, just go home. And then he checked the elevator and was like, oh, they're almost at the basement. I would have been
Way
at
too
the
late.
worst place at the worst time.
Yeah.
So he got to have his perfect damsel in distress moment. He jumps on top of a car. It's the hottest thing I've ever seen.
It was incredibly hot. It was the way, and like the pivot and then the gun was already there. He was ready for all of it.
It was so incredibly attractive.
Yeah.
And then they follow it up with the kiss. And I'm like, just feed us.
Just kiss. I mean, there's only 4 episodes left. And what are the odds you guys are going to continue to be together? What if you guys can't kiss later? Kiss now.
Kiss now. Okay? I feel like we are getting the Madman rabies, being like, I have thirst.
Yeah, I am rabid.
I am rabid. I'm a little bit thirsty. Can we just kiss?
Put your mouth on her face.
Because she wants it, okay? Like, you're not in the weird couple doing the miscommunication thing. No. Romance is not the central theme of this show. So just kiss.
Just let this happen for us. We need this. We've been through too much.
That's where we leave you.
Yep. Thank you for being here, and email us at playonkpodcast@gmail.com.
Or go to our website, playonk.com. It's where you can find all of our episodes and leave comments and do all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah. You also can find us on Patreon, where that's the best place as far as like where we're really doing things. And that's all at patreon.com/playonk.
Yeah, you can find us on social media again. We started that up. We are either at PlayOnK or at PlayOnK Podcast, wherever you want to find us.
Yeah. What else? Oh, just the other than doing what you've already done, which is listening all the way here, and thank you so much for being here. You can also rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to us. It really helps us out. It helps other K drama podcast listeners find us.
Yeah. Thank you to Matt for editing our episode, and thank you to Yoris at Moonwalk Audio for our theme song.
Yeah. And join us next week for the next 2, I'm sure, fully action packed episodes of happiness.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.